Alright, welcome folks to this quick overview on how to create a Facebook ad. I'm not going to get into real details about creating, how to create your audience because there's a lot of training behind that. But what I will do is real quickly show you how to create an ad and maybe give you a general idea of creating your audiences. So the first thing you do is when you log in over here, you're going to click on this button and you're going to scroll down here to see where it says create ads. And this is what it's going to look like when you're creating a new ad. As you can see the breakdown over here, you're going to set your campaign. Then within your campaign, you've got ad sets, and within your ad sets, you've got ads, right? Each of these are made up with these different components. But so just real basic, real simple right now, so you can get going as quickly as possible. Come down here to the ads, right? So we're going to click on the ad. We're going to skip the audience in the ad set section for now because I just want to show you how to create the ad. So then here, what you're going to do is you're going to say your business is represented in the ads by its Facebook page. So you want to select your page here, and then scroll down. And I'm going to show you just how to make a quick ad using a single image. You creating a single image ad. So we've selected that option. Scroll down. Something really cool that Facebook has is these free stock images. I would highly recommend using their stock images because if it's in their stock image, it's much more higher that it's an approved image and that they'll be able to, and that your ad will get approved. So let's do a free stock image. Now let's say, for example, you were working. Now there's certain words and phrases that Facebook does not like, or they do, or they cancel, or they block. So you have to be creative. So let's say, for example, let's just say if you were wanted to create an ad for some sort of Bitcoin offer or Bitcoin opportunity or anything using one of the phrases or the words that Facebook doesn't like, you have to get creative. So as an example, since I can't use cryptocurrencies and I can't use Bitcoin and I can't use the word altcoins in these ads, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up an image, and something that occurred to me is, let's say, new economy, right? So that's a phrase that you can use that's representative of that industry, but not specifically using the word that has been blocked by Facebook, right? So now what's really cool is, because I made one with one of these images recently, is if you scroll down, you can see there's a Bitcoin image, and I'm just using Bitcoin as an example, right? But there's other images, like if we scroll down, there was one that I saw down here that I liked with the ad I was making earlier. That's really cool. Let me see if I can find it real quick. This one, right? So cryptocurrencies, the phrases cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin are not favorable for Facebook. Facebook does not and indeed blocks those words. They don't like those words. But these images, since they're in Facebook's stock images, are already approved. So I made an ad earlier with this image. So let's say, for example, let's just use this one just as an example, right? So even though I'm not, and just to stay in the line with the example of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, since I can't use those phrases, right, and we can't use those words in the text of the ad, we used this image that people can still understand and associate with cryptocurrency, etc. So now after you've gotten the image, you want to scroll down. The website URL, you want to put your website here. So let's say, for example, http:// www my cool site. Obviously that's not a real site. This is just so that guys can see the process of creating this ad. Now, something very important I want to emphasize up here, you can see it has different display options so that you can see what it's going to look like on the different feeds. So I recommend coming here to number 3 because that's going to be your desktop news feed, which has the most information, and I'll share with you exactly what that means in a minute. So now what we're going to do is you can preview your URL there, but since it's not an actual site, there's not going to be anything to preview. So this text here, and what's cool is if you're not sure where it's going to show up on the ad, you can just put in some fake text, click out of the box, and it'll populate here in the preview so you can see where it's going to be. So this is very important, this first text. Let's say you want to put your headline, or not your headline, but a call, an attention grabbing phrase right here. So give me a second. And staying in line, right, with the cryptocurrency theme example that we were going on, we're going to put, let's say, have you discovered? And it's very important that you know how to use words correctly. Have you discovered this revolutionary revolutionary have you discovered this revolutionary economy, right? Just it's attention grabbing, but it's just enough. And remember, it shows up here, so you don't want to put it too long. Now we scroll down a little bit more. You don't worry about the rest of those options for now. This is very basic. Now, as you can see, it says news feed link description. Again, why did I choose this desktop display? Because as you can see, this image, this text is going to show up right here. But if I'm looking at it from the first view, which is the mobile news feed, I'm sorry, it's going to show up right here as well. But it's really good to be able to get the desktop feed view. That way you can have a greater look at the whole thing. So let's continue on writing here. Let me fill this information out and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and put in a short description here, and you can see it here as well. Again, if we scroll up and we look back at the mobile, you see it's going to show just the first few words here. So you want to make sure you can look at it in the different views if you'd like, but it's always effective to make sure you fill out all of it. Now so it should direct you to the same place as this site. So this headline right here is what's going to show up here. And just also this, as I was saying, let me scroll down. This display link should lead, this is what's going to show up. Like if I go here and I click www.mycoolsite.com, as you can see here, it shows up as it is in this link here. However, the actual destination URL should be right in here, and whether it's a sub URL or subdomain or whatever, that's fine. You want to make sure the destination URL is here, but you can change, this display link, you can have it custom so that it's shorter or so that it says something else, but it's obviously relevant to the URL where the people are actually going to go. So then we scroll down again. We made sure we've put our headline in right here. Then we've added our news feed link description right here, right? And we can scroll down. You can set up some other stuff as far as tracking, but this is just the creation of the ad. And so that's it. That's pretty much all you have to do. Next, you click on confirm. And of course, you'll want to add your payment method because if you don't add your payment method, you won't be able to publish the ads. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. And that is pretty much how you create the ad. And so what's going to happen is once you click publish, or once you click that review, that's going to bring you to this page, and then you'll be able to click on publish, and that's going to go ahead and publish that ad. And once it's published, it'll be here, and then if you hide that tab, you can see it here. It'll show you, come to your ads section, and it's going to show you your ad right here. And that is how you create a Facebook ad.